Hey guys, I am standing here at St. Peter's Church. This is where believers were first called Christians. I'm just thinking of the significance of that today, and I'm overlooking the ancient city of biblical Antioch, present-day Antioch. This is where the great earthquake recently took place, where we've been working. Down below here is a refugee camp. You can see all the blue tents down there. It's just one of thousands around the city. I mean, the city's in rubble. I mean, it's just unbelievable, the devastation. But what I wanted to share with you is, we're just up here with Daniel Lim from IHOP KC, where Cry was founded 16 years ago. It's where we put language to this. It's where we incubated the vision of crisis response training and raising up prophetic mercy missionaries to go reach the harvesting crisis with great demonstrations of God's mercy and power. And recently, over the last few months, I feel like the Lord has really just narrowed the vision down of training and mobilizing the church unto the fulfillment of the Great Commission in the context of the events of Matthew 24, wars, rumors of wars, famines, earthquakes, pestilence, lawlessness, great offense, the love of many growing cold. You can go on, but I'm just stirred, guys, and we're up here today just praying for an apostolic strategy to come. And there was no coincidence that my daughter is here, and she just got training with the circuit riders, and she's become a worker, and then Jared has been here on the ground, and his son was here. And so here we are, we're having a prayer meeting. The Lord reminded me of how a couple of months ago he said, Sean, it's time to call the sons and daughters. And we're praying, and as I was strategizing today with Daniel, he's saying, Sean, you need bases around the earth. You need chapters in the United States. You need to be able to multiply. You need to be able to multiply your training with what's coming upon the earth in this hour. And then I'm just thinking about the prophetic nature of this is where Agabus stood up and prophesied a famine is coming. And it says that the elders then determined to send relief. And the prophetic nature over the years of, going back to 9/11, of the Lord speaking before that, Katrina, and many, many times over, even before this event. It was 3 or 4 weeks before this event took place that the Lord said a great earthquake was coming. You got to get ready for the big one. And I told the team in a staff meeting, and then this thing happened, and here we are. And we see unprecedented things happen in places that are typically kind of closed. In the context of crisis, suddenly people's hearts are opened up. Guys, I believe that this is where the Great Commission is going to be fulfilled. It's in the context of crisis. And this is what Matthew 24 tells us, that it will be in the context of all of those things transpiring in the earth, that in one generation that the Great Commission will be filled. There will be a demonstration of God's kingdom to go forth into every nation. But I'm burdened today, and I'm gripped, and I'm excited about this transition that Cry is in this moment. We're dreaming and asking the Lord, how do we take our training into different regions of the nation? We're talking about buying a base camp and mobilizing a base camp and just planting ourselves in a church parking lot for a weekend and trains hundreds at a time. But prophetically, with what we feel like is coming to that specific region, we're looking for churches to partner with in different regions who would want to host us. We just need tens of thousands of people. We're literally here at this deployment. I came back here knowing that we're beginning to run out of volunteers. And when we run out of volunteers, we stop reaching people. When we stop reaching people, they stop hearing the gospel. And that's a shame. And so we're just looking for tens of thousands of people who are sons and daughters, who know who they are, but have the training and the skills to be able to come into an environment with high trauma and loss and grief and actually know what to do. And so, but I'm just also thinking of the prophetic nature of what's coming upon the earth. I'm thinking about, we're parked alongside of Morning Star right there in Fort Mill, South Carolina. It's where the Lord's planted us in this season. I'm thinking about the prophetic intelligence that's coming out, Chris Reed, and the prophetic words that are being released. And what do we do with that? How do we put boots to that? And how do we train the church to be able to respond to these events as the Lord is releasing these words? There's a reason. Not only do we pray into it, but we got to prepare, and that we could be in the right place at the right time. And so I just believe the Lord's releasing a new apostolic strategy as the earth is in a shift. And as the earth is shifting and groaning in this hour, I believe that churches and ministries need to pivot and shift and get in tune with what God's doing so we could be in the right place at the right time. So that's what I'm gripped today with. And I just want to ask you guys, join in with us in prayer as we're just praying so that that we would just receive this, and Cry responders, Cry family out there, that we would not only be in the right place at the right time, but a new apostolic strategy would come for the hour and the day that we live in, because it's truly, truly a unique day and a unique hour. But anyway, my heart is full. God bless you guys, and we'll see you soon.